So right now we really want to share something with you, just a quick tip on part of the 5-drop formula that will really help you get started. So we thought we'd start today with step number 1. Why don't we start with drop number 1, which is drop the flame.
That isn't easy to do, is it? Sometimes.
No, but it's a really important point because we've had 40 years experience and we can tell you that you cannot resolve a conflict when you're in a state of upset.
Yeah, it's amazing. Our second drop moves on to reflecting how it is for the other person, but invariably, and I'm sure you can try this yourself, try thinking about how a conflict is for the other person while you're still angry.
Not possible.
Not possible.
Not going to happen.
So dropping the flame is absolutely fundamental.
Yeah. Well, when you get in a calm and rational state, then you can get to the next step. So over the years, we've found different ways of dropping the flame, and they're all in the book. We'll just give you one. My favorite one that works for me is to get out for a while and take a walk. And we both have this understanding, don't we, that, you know, if I'm getting too angry or my husband's getting too angry during the discussion, we give each other time out, and I'll actually go out and connect with nature because that helps me calm down.
And I used to not be so keen to do that because I saw it possibly as a way of escaping from the things that we've got to deal with. But giving people or giving a person some space, as long as you develop an understanding that, hey, we're not just going to sweep this under the rug and you come back, oh, I'm fine now, and let's just ignore the whole
brush
thing.
it over and not a big deal. No, we still address it, but in a calm state.
Yeah, so just giving yourself that time. Now, my wife mentioned hers is to remove herself or to go for a little bit of a walk. I practice that sometimes also. Personally, I'm working on noticing what's happening. This is a very powerful thing. When you start to see that you're going in a place it feels familiar, you're feeling in the gut or in the chest or wherever it's manifesting, that anger starting to come up. Instead of just going with it, notice that it's going on. Notice that it's happening, and then think, I am not this anger. I am not this upset. I am able to make a choice here. And it's so powerful. So just noticing what's happening, the pattern that we're starting to go into. So I invite you to do that. I invite you to, the next time you feel yourself, the flame starting to rise, notice that it's rising and stick with that noticing and realize that you have the ability to choose. I'm starting to go into this pattern. It runs pretty fast. Isn't it? When we get into it's running pretty quick, but notice it, stick with it, and as you're moving towards that slippery slope of anger and frustration, allow yourself the space to notice it and choose not to manifest your anger.
Yes, because when you're in that angry state, it turns into attack, defend, and it goes in this horrible circle.
Yeah, and it may be like Vimala is saying, it may be that you're able to say, hey, I'm noticing that I'm getting upset right now, and maybe I need a bit of space. Maybe we could talk again in 10 minutes or even half an hour or something. Just the fact that you're not going to do this expertly immediately. You'll blow it like we all do, but practice this. And just the fact that you're making that step can make a huge difference. The other person starts to see, oh, he or she has got a different pattern here. They're interrupting the pattern by saying, hey, I'm noticing that I'm getting upset and I don't want to go there. So that's a big contribution to the other person. So we can talk a lot. We've written a whole book about this. We look forward to seeing you in some of our other videos. And until then, calm is strength.
Yep, and thanks for joining us.